Good evening, Carter's Journey. How y'all doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Me, I don't know. I'm coming to y'all because I guess I'm a little bit in my feelings tonight. And I thought instantly of sharing this with Carter's Journey because this is pretty much what I started this YouTube channel for. This is pretty much why I do what I do, so that I don't know, maybe what I'm going through and the emotions that I feel, if someone else is going through a similar situation with their child with a different kind of illness or the same exact thing, they know that they're not alone in this journey, in this everyday life that they have with their kids. Having a special needs baby is just that. He is very special and he's very unique. I came to y'all tonight because I found myself, tonight wasn't such a great night for me. I have those sometimes. I'll sit and just stare at Carter for hours, just stare at my baby and look at his little hands and his little feet, and I rub his head and I wonder what's going on inside his brain and what parts of his brain are what the I wonder about the parts of his brain that work and what he'll be able to do and accomplish in this life. And I do this often. I find myself doing it, and sometimes I have to catch myself and say, stop doing that. But then I come back to reality and I realize that it's okay that I'm doing that because nobody can tell me how to feel. Nobody. Nobody knows what it's like to love this precious little boy right here who's sleeping so peacefully. But I came here because tonight I just wanted to share with y'all. Many people can never, and thank God that you can't. Many people can never and will never be able to imagine what it's like to have a baby who is totally dependent upon you for everything. I mean, our kids in this life, they're dependent upon us, but they grow up. You teach them and you nurture them and you guide them so that when you let them go, they're good. It's kind of like teaching your kids how to ride a bike. That's what life is like. In the beginning, you have to hold the bike and walk beside them and balance them. And after they fall down so many times, they eventually get back up and they get on that bike and they go on their way. So that's kind of what it's like being a parent in general. But I guess being a parent with a child who is totally dependent upon you for every single thing is the most difficult task I think that God could ever give me or could give a parent who is experiencing this. I just want y'all really quick, because I don't want to make this video long. I just wanted to share this with y'all. Imagine you're happy, healthy, bouncing, jumping off the walls, jumping off the couch, climbing up on the countertop and getting into things and spilling things and pulling things off the table. Little boy. Imagine everything you go through all day chasing them and doing all of that. Imagine if you woke up tomorrow morning and all of that stopped. It just stopped. You woke up and he was laying there next to you. He didn't move. He didn't jump. You pick up his arm and it might drop or it might just start twitching and he might go into a seizure. Imagine that. And imagine you now have to do everything for him. You have to bathe him, dress him. He can't eat anything. Imagine, just stop for 1 second and just imagine your child like that. Imagine it. Imagine everywhere you go, you have to bring all this equipment with you, and you have to tell people to be very careful with them and tell other kids that they can't play with them. Just imagine having to do that. And the reason I say you should imagine that is because I'm on the other end of that. That is my reality every day. And I imagine what it would be like if Carter was jumping and playing and running and being a happy, healthy little boy. I wonder what that's like. Every single day, I cry for my son. I cry for his life. I cry because I wonder if I was taken off this earth right now, if God saw fit to take me, who would take care of my son? Who would love him? Who? I don't know. Because I don't think that many people could do that. Could do what I do. I just can't imagine that. I can't. I didn't come here to be sad. I came here to let you know that I have lots of happy times with Carter. Lots of happy times with Carter. But I have so many emotional times as well because I wonder about my son's future. This was easy to deal with him and to love him and to take care of him when he was 3 months, 6 months. Because him not doing anything, not sitting up, not grabbing for things, not reaching out for me, that was normal because he was a baby. He was an infant. Now, he's supposed to be doing all of those things. My baby's supposed to be getting into things. My baby's supposed to be happy. He's supposed to be happy, y'all. He's supposed to be getting into things and crawling and having me chase him around, and he can't do that. So, just know that when you think you've got it bad with your baby, just every time he gets into something and he's crying and he's grabbing on your leg and he wants you to pick him up and give me something to drink, and you're tired and you're worn out and you just think you can't do it anymore, think about me and my baby and how I would give anything on this earth to see him do that, if only for one day. If just for one day. Sometimes that's what I ask God for. Just give me one day. But I just want y'all to know that if you are going through this with your baby, just know that you're not by yourself. This is the most difficult task I've ever had to do in my life. So, until my next emotional thought or feeling or whatever I want to share with y'all, until next time, I thank y'all for taking these steps with me. And we'll see you next time on Karter's Journey. Say goodnight, sweet pea. Say goodnight, sweet boy. Good night.